Big Boy Golf, and we are back.
That's it. You got nothing else?
Worst one ever.
We're back.
I actually really
Take a week off.
I thought that was really bad.
Sorry.
So how long did it take for you to come up with that?
He just came up with that right now.
I feel like you're my 8th grade teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he
All
looks
right.
he looks like he's calling from.
Did you
8th grade.
study for the test? Did
He's
you
call-
study
he's
it all,
calling
or
in
did you
from
look at it
nine-
last night?
He's
For the
calling in
first
from
time?
1997.
Oh
Oh,
my
grainy over
God.
there.
Fucking A.
Oh, Freddie.
Sorry, my energy is low. I just, you didn't get me up.
Wow.
That was not
Hey,
arousing.
I wasn't aroused either. It's a
Yeah.
little boring. Come on.
It's all right.
But
We're
we're
used
back.
to it at this
We're
point.
here. Let's do
We're
it.
back.
Come on.
We
Let's
skipped a
not
week.
let that bring us down. Let's get a little pumped
Yeah,
up.
let's go. Let's
Come
get
on
right
now.
into it.
Come
Get
on.
fired
Coming
up.
off of 3 straight wins here, people.
Woo!
Let's go.
Oh.
Rock.
You
Tell
guys
me
are
about the
you guys
wins.
are great. You guys
Tell
are
me about the
awesome.
wins lately, Rock.
Well, we hit good old Hideki, who's one of my new favorite golfers in the world at Augusta. Then we come back and we hit old man Stewie Sink, 125 to 1 at
Crush
the
the field.
Heritage. And then last week we get a little tickler, little Garrett Higo, lefty ball striker from, I don't know where he's from, Sweden or something.
Brazil.
No, is he? I don't know, but hit him
Argentina.
on the European tour. We're killing it. We're killing it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's
Come
go.
on now, baby.
So we are at the 2021 Valspar Championship at Innisbrook. This is the Copperhead course. I love long courses. I feel like I handicap a lot better on long courses than I do short.
Ooh,
7,340 yards. Rock. We're looking at a little par 71 with an extra par 3 on Bermuda. Talk to me. What do we like for stats for our model before we get into the blended?
Yeah, I'm looking at approach game. The last 2 times out, Paul Casey won it with like a stupid good approach game. He was ball striking and hitting those irons in close, and you didn't have to be a good putter. Hadwin won a few years back, all about his approach game. So approach is big for me this week. Like you mentioned, the extra par 3, I'm factoring in some par 3 scoring, green in regulation, bogey avoidance. This place is tough, so I'm definitely eyeing up bogey avoidance. Abe Answer best in the field at bogey avoidance. But yeah, that snake pit gets everybody. Par 5 scoring, because I really feel like that's where you got to make your good scores this week. I already said ball striking, little tee to green, and then a little around the green, which will help with those avoiding those bogeys.
What are we looking at with these par 5s? Are they like gettable par 5s or?
Yeah, I think it's the first hole off the bat is very gettable. I think it's hole number 1. I'd have to look. Yeah, hole 1 is the easiest hole on the course, 544 yard par 5. Then the 5th hole is 594, and it has the hole 1 has a 1.1% eagle rate. Hole 5 has a 0.2% eagle rate, and then hole 11 has a 0.8% eagle rate, and hole 14 has a 1% eagle rate. Those are your par 5s.
Well, I do say that a lot of times where you give your estimate on what the winning score is going to be, you're pretty spot on with that. And the fact that there's an extra par 3 and you're looking at the winner maybe being like around -10 or in the teens, I feel like that extra par 3 is definitely going to play. If we're looking at a score that's not going to be off the charts at a tough place. So I agree. The par 3 scoring would be big here.
Yeah, it's weird. I've noticed this year that a lot of times, a lot of these tournaments are decided on the par 3 scoring. You really see the guys that are crushing the par 3s. When Stuart Sink won a few weeks back, he dominated the par 3s. He was sticking it 3 feet every time and making his putts.
Stock yacht.
Would you stack out?
He put it out of his mind.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that. I love that guy, and his son on the bag was just awesome. And yeah, the greens are Bermuda, so I'm looking at like guys like Killa Keith, guys that are good Bermuda putters to get back on track here. It's gonna be a fun event, Weather, I'm sure, will play a factor. Stormy.
So listen, I've played at this course. My in-laws used to live actually like across the street from this course. Pretty epic. It is lush. It is a beautiful course. It doesn't feel like a Florida course because there's undulation in elevations, and it just feels like you're not necessarily in Florida. It's a really great course. The design is really tough. Like Rock said, the fairways are fairly thin. One thing I will tell everybody, if you're going to play there, play early, go early, get yourself some steak and eggs. They make a fabulous steak and eggs there. As far as the weather goes, speaking of steak and eggs, there's no segue there. Actually, it doesn't make it. We're looking at pretty typical Florida weather here. It's starting to get hot and sticky. So these guys are going to be a little moist. 86 degrees Thursday, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. Friday, we got some chance of some weather in the form of wind. We got 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, 84 degrees, with some possible showers later that evening. Saturday and Sunday are both beautiful days. There's a slight chance of some scattered showers or thunderstorms early on Saturday, about 30% chance as of now. Sunday looks like a beautiful day, 5-10 mile per hour winds. So not much weather to speak of. Of course, this is Florida, so you never know. You could always have those pop-up storms that are quick and refreshing. That's it for weather. Back to you, Chuck.
What did you say on Thursday? Did you say there was anything significant on Thursday?
Nope.
That's all. That's usually all I'm really worried about. If
It's
I'm being,
warm.
if I'm
It's gonna
being
be
honest.
hot. It's at 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. That's about it. Nothing big.
Yeah, really, you can only look Thursday, Friday with the early PM and AM tee times, because after that, you don't know where people are going to start and when they're going to start it.
Great point.
It's all.
Yeah, and for the first round leaders, if certain guys are better in shitty conditions, I like to look at that.
But there have been tournaments where you're like, oh my god, the weather is horrible Thursday morning, and those people like basically don't have a chance, So
yes.
you got to always keep your eye on that kind of stuff. So
and I do have to say, typically when you look at that, you don't see the odds change because of that. So that is a huge advantage if you are somebody that does look at the weather and takes that in consideration, like you said, because there have been times where I'll look and I'll say to myself, just like you just said, these first 15 guys probably aren't going to have a shot, but their odds are still inflated or whatever they are. So,
and that's also big for first round leader bets.
Exactly.
And it's all around. It's an all around identifying value. I mean, even last week with the doubles event, it's kind of like a gimmick event. We didn't do the podcast, but I did notice the odds were like crazy inflated for the first round leader. We actually hit Hovland and Ventura first round leader. It was on our grid, but all the odds, it just seemed absolutely crazy how good the odds were for first round leader. And it's like, if you can find that value, man, rock it out.
That's why we love betting golf, boys.
Did you guys get into the format at all this weekend or no? I was kind of not into
it. I wasn't into it at all.
I tried. Yeah. I couldn't find just couldn't stick to it.
I was telling George before you guys came on, I will say I was watching the shot tracker for Steele and Keegan because I had them and they were up at the top of the list. And I swear Keegan missed every 4-foot putt. Still would get to 4 feet, and then all of a sudden Steele's putting. And I'm like, what? How is that possible? I go back and look, and he missed it. He missed it, and he blows it by like 3 feet. There were a couple times he missed it, and then Steele missed it again. I was like freaking out. Why is that happening? And they still came third.
Poor
Crazy.
guy.
But yeah, it's hard to get into that format. It's a little like, I don't know. I do think of it like, can you imagine trying to win a tour event, especially if you're a guy like Hovland, you're trying to win for Ventura, who needs the points and would love to get a win under his belt, and you're like spraying it off the course, hitting it in the water. Like how bad would you feel? I would feel worse than if I was just playing for myself,
Yeah.
Crazy.
So looking at our model for those that haven't listened in the past week or so, or have never listened for that matter, we have our model, and looking at the blended model, which takes into consideration the player's recent form and also their course history. Patty Daddy's up there, huh? He likes this place, huh?
Yeah, he is. I think he's first in the field in strokes gained here in the last 5 years. Oh no, second to Henrik Stenson. He missed the cut last year, which I think we were on him. But I should say 2019, they didn't play last year because of COVID.
Freddie, did you hear that?
He
He's
perked
second
up.
only to Henrik Stenson.
I
Did you
saw
hear that?
him perk
I
up.
did
as
hear
soon as
that.
he
I
said
saw your cheeks like
What?
flex.
What'd you say? We love the Swedes.
Sorry,
We
Rock. I
love
didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Please
you're
continue.
you're totally fine. It's
Please continue.
Stenson has a big lead in overall strokes gained in the last 5 years here. He
Big
Too
loves
bad he
this
forgot. Too
place.
bad he forgot how to play golf.
You know why he loves this place though? He's ball striking. He hits his fairways with that 3-wood, the trusty
Oh.
3-wood, and he gets on the green and just maintains and gets his birdies on his par fives where he can, and that's how he does. He plays.
One
well
other
here.
thing, I just was reminded, I forgot I wanted to say when you guys were talking about the weather and just like finding hidden value. This is also the kind of course where, you know, there is going to be some wind, possibly Thursday, but mostly Friday. And a course like this where the approach means so much and there are more par threes than usual, that wind, you know, if it were to be really windy, that will play an even larger factor than it would normally. It's just a magnification of the importance of those approach shots.
I'm thinking of a low-flighted short game player. I'm not gonna say his name because he's gonna be on my card.
I know exactly who you're
I
thinking.
know
You
somebody
don't-
that fits that.
You don't.
All right.
So looking at the blended model with the 3 different stats that we use, I'm really interested to see how it plays out because you have somebody like Kokrak, whose recent form is terrible, but he fits the model well and he has good course history. And then you flip flop that with like a Glover who doesn't stat well on the stat model, but the other 2 are pretty good with the recent form and the course history. So there's a lot of guys like that where one stat's a little lower, but they still find themselves kind of rating out high. So I'm going to be curious to see where, you know, who kind of rises to the top there. Somebody that prefers the course over recent history. It's always interesting to see how that plays out.
For sure.
Yeah, and Kokrak it's a little deceiving with him. He has 3 top 10s in his last 5 starts. It's just those other starts he didn't do so well, and he didn't do well at the Masters. I mean, he made the cut, but so it's a little deceiving. He was my first gut thought this week. Was Kokrak. He played really well. I noticed him in the doubles format last week. But yeah, we'll see.
I love it.
Should we get
So-
into this?
Casey, real quick, Casey.
Yeah,
He went back to
winner.
back,
Yeah, 18 and 19, he won both times.
and he's a little bit of a wind guy, right?
yeah, all those guys that
Yeah, those
come from
Europeans.
European tour, they can play in the wind. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't steal my pick because he's going to be my value. Telling you
Did it-
right now.
Didn't he
Giving you a
inch
little-
out? He
Giving you a
inched
little
out,
foreshadowing.
He beat Tiger Woods, right, in 18? Wasn't it the 2 of them? 1-2?
It
was like Tiger's like first tournament back or something, if I remember
it was
correctly.
Tiger and Patty Daddy. They tied
Oh, okay.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it, huh?
Let's do this.
Let's
Yeah.
I don't have the order. I'm first, right? For first round flyer.
Yeah, you are, because you always say first round leader.
Wee. First round fly high. Here we go. Brought to you by Flying Embers, your local spiked kombucha beverages with a new flavor, watermelon basil. It hits the palate in all the right ways. Go to Whole Foods, pick some up, enjoy it cold. My first round flyer, what I'm going to go with is
Nice
a guy-
read.
Thank you. Is a guy that we haven't really talked about much.
Like ever or today?
We haven't talked about him recently. He's been playing not so great. He was really tearing it up about a year and a half ago. And I specifically remember him enjoying this course. And I just feel like, again, this is my motto, and everyone
know
who's
who you're
listening
on.
should listen to me because I am crushing the other 3 knuckleheads in this podcast with these exotics. I'm going
Wait.
Adam Hadwin, first round flyer, 80-1. Are you kidding me? The guy can go low. He's been low before. When he's putting well, he can putt his face off. That's my
Bro,
pick.
that dude has a 59 on tour.
I know.
Freaking love Hadwin. He hasn't been great lately, but yeah, I like the pick.
I mean, how do you not like Canadians?
The previous winner here, he won 3 years ago.
That's why I remember him loving this place. That's right. And I think the year after that he was right there too. That's me, boys. Who's next?
I'll go. I don't know who the fuck's that. I'll go. I just gotta say, Freddie, I don't know if you looked at the model. Henrik Stenson is #1 in course history, like Rock said. In recent form, he's -46.
He's bad. He's been bad.
-46.
It's as though he's
What
playing
happened?
lefty.
If we played this course, I don't think our recent form would be a -46.
He, dude, he
Bro,
has 8 of his last 9.
Does
Or
he have
8 of
an
his
in-
last
is
10
he
missed
injured?
cut.
Is he
8
injured?
of- no,
I hope
think
so.
here's what I think happens with Henrik Stenson. I think he goes if doesn't care, like doesn't give a shit, like does not care at all. Sometimes he's just like shanking it and walking. He's like he's not even taking his time. It gets ugly with Stenson, but when he's striking it, he's one of the best in the world. He's like best of all time. He's awesome.
Ron just sent me the list, so now I know it's me because he was yelling because I wasn't going. But I'll go now. Ron, I'll take over from here. Thanks.
Excellent.
Flying Embers, first round flyer. I am going with somebody. I love watching him play. I'm dying for him to put together like a full 4 rounds. I think he's going to be a killer someday. He just has these blow up holes. He looks like me in like a couple random holes where he just starts going all over the place. Flying Embers, first round flyer. Vicky Haviland.
Love it. It's a great bet.
I like watching him play too.
Question: you don't think his name's really Vicky, right? Like, it's Vicky.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I don't know. I never know with you.
Victor Haviland.
He's
You thought- I really
I'm
thought
seeing 33-1 for him.
Yeah.
I'll put it down at that. I'm definitely gonna bet
What
that.
nationality is he?
Swedish, Norwegian,
Okay.
Norwegian,
Ah, don't
Norwegian,
say it.
Norwegian.
Mm. Definitely.
Love a
Yeah.
good weege.
Is that me? Is that me?
I
Am
don't
I
know
up?
what to think of that.
I
I'm
have
interested.
no idea.
I texted it to you guys. That
Yeah.
was me, Freddie. Gave me
Yeah, I
no
don't
credit
look at that.
whatsoever. Yeah, Ron,
I
you're
don't
up.
look at
Oh, thanks, George.
that. I'm gonna bet this guy to win also because I said I was gonna do that from now on. But
Spoiler
I'm gonna
alert.
take him. I'm gonna take him first round flyer. He's 90-1. He's a ball striker. And I mean, when I think of Paul Casey, I kind of think like this guy could be his American twin, like his like doppelganger.
Ameritwin.
Ooh,
ZJ, our boy
bastard.
Zach.
you mother-
You know, a little short stature, a little stocky, a little
I love him.
stoic.
I love
you
it.
know?
You're fucked. You're
One of the best short gamers in the country.
Like, come
Oh.
on. And he's got some good course history here. I was trying to look for somebody that had a good mix of a solid course history with some recent form. Stat model's okay. It's not off the charts for him, but at a tough course, good course history on a tough course, playing pretty good lately. I'm gonna take a flyer on him. 90-1, I think is pretty good.
Ron, I know you're a Mike
Amazing.
Bender fan, right?
Yeah, I love him. He loves
you-
ZJ.
Yeah, that's his game, dude. That's his short game.
Doesn't he
Yep.
coach him?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
he
whole short
always
game is-
he always puts up his stats. Anytime he finishes high, he talks about it. He pushes ZJ all the time.
He shaped his whole swing. It's sick.
Bro, I could watch Mike Bender videos probably
Oh my
5 to
God.
6 hours a day.
Me too.
I won't bring up my phone, but I have every one of his videos tabbed as a save. So when you go to my save collection on Instagram, it's just his videos. And I still suck, but it's unbelievable that I have all of them.
Yeah, dude, he is awesome. Awesome
him,
stuff.
Him and George Gankus. I could just it could literally be the rest of my life just watching footage.
See,
How's
for
Gankus?
me, Gankus is like it's
very
too
quirky.
much.
He's very
It's
quirky.
too much. Yeah. Like I like Bender because he's more of like a mental understanding of what you're doing. I feel like Gankus is more trying to
Yes.
get you into the physical position, and Bender's like trying to shape your head as to what you're doing. I mean, I like them both, but I do love Bender.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The way Bender speaks and describes things is so great. It's
Gankus
everything is
is-
so simplified.
A private lesson with Gankus is 600 bones.
Are you gonna do it?
I might.
You should. How much is Bender? Did you ever look into Bender? He's in Florida, isn't he?
He's in
Yeah,
Orlando,
Florida.
actually. Yeah, I'll be there. I might. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll look
He-
that up.
He's backlogged. for, like,
Oh yeah, he might
months.
be booked
Yeah.
for like. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Everybody's got stimulus checks.
Yeah. Stimmy. Stimmy golf.
All right,
Rock.
it's my turn. I'm going. I always like to look at Birdie's game. Justin Thomas is first in Birdie's game in this field. I'm not going to go that short of odds on the first round flyer. Hovland second. Fred's got him. Grillo's third. He can't putt. He holds his putter like a fork. I can't handle that. So I'm going with the fourth. I'm going with the fourth guy. Fourth guy in Birdie's game. This dude, they would have won the doubles if he didn't team up with Billy. I'm a douchebag Horschel. He would have won. I'm going with Sammy Burns. Sammy Burns. Let's get back to Sammy Burns. We should not get off the Sammy Burns train. He was striking it last week. He looked good. I'm pretty sure I'll have him on my card. He's first round flyer. He's 80-1. Like come on. Fourth in the field in birdies.
Great jawline. He's got a great jawline.
He's handsome fella.
Handsome fella.
His name's Sam Burns. It's a sick name.
Sick name. So true.
Sammy and Vicky. All right.
It's me. Before Ron starts yelling, I get the winner pick first.
Do the right thing.
I'm doing it. I'm going Zachary Johnson.
Yeah, I'm betting him anyway, so I love it.
Wow.
Man, I guess I got to be on Zach Johnson.
Wow.
I guess
Ron,
we know
you drunk?
one of our people's picks.
Yeah.
He's definitely a people's pick this week.
I love him. I love him.
All right,
I don't know. The winner's kind of a long shot. I don't know if I love him as a winner.
Well, you need that in order to get back into the race.
All right,
do.
dude. Nobody's.
That's what you need. You
If
need
you
I don't
had
need
to,
anything.
if you had to have a visual of Zach Johnson, what comes to mind? Is there any specific video clip or anything that you think of when you think of Zach Johnson?
Yeah, when I think of Zach Johnson, I don't think of a specific video, but I think of the fact he won the Masters, never going for a par 5 and 2. He laid up on every single par 5 all week, and he won the freaking Masters. That's impressive.
That's a great stat.
That is a great.
That's
stat.
awesome. I think of this one. I honestly don't remember when it was. I think he was playing with Tiger, and he chipped it in from like I want to say 60 yards or something to force a playoff or something. I can't remember what it was, but that's the visual I have of him. It's pretty weak because I don't even remember what it was.
The reason I brought this up is, do you guys remember? I think it was at the Masters. I could be wrong. When he was taking a practice swing with his driver and fucking
Oh my
nipped the
God! He went
ball,
off.
and it went sideways off of the tee box marker.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. He didn't know what to do. He looked around.
Yeah, he turned around and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" And he looked around and he was like, "Oh." And then you hear somebody, somebody's like,
it wasn't intent.
doesn't count, and then like everybody relaxed because if you don't have intent to hit it, then it doesn't count, which is crazy. But
he blasted it off.
Do you think if that was
so
do you think if that
weird.
was think if that was Patty Daddy, he would have just picked it up and not even thought about it for a second.
Patty Daddy.
It would have been like, it's plugged. It's
Yeah,
plugged.
You know what's really funny about Zach Johnson? I'm a Zach Johnson fan, but if you look at him, especially where his glasses, I don't like his sunglasses.
I was just gonna say,
I hate his sunglasses.
negative. He wears them over his ear, like,
oh fuck, what is he doing?
Why is he doing that?
What is he doing? I don't get it. I don't know why he does that. But I also, if I was playing against him and he started beating me, I feel like I would start to hate him. Like he looks like one of those people. Like when they're winning, like you just want to fucking kill him.
Well, he's a guy. If he's winning and you don't have money on him, you're pissed. I am anyway.
Pissed.
I'm like, oh God, I got to deal with this guy sticking his all week. Nah. All right, who's up?
Ron, you're also the same, right?
What's that for pick?
Are you Zach Johnson too?
No. I mean, I'm gonna bet him, but I went first round flyer with him. I'm gonna go somebody different for my outright. This guy, I know Rock's been on him in the past. His name's been up on the top of the boards a lot recently. I don't know. I was never on him prior, but he stats out really well here again. His blended, he's pretty high. Let me look what I'm getting him at for a winner. It's gonna be on the higher side than what I like, but actually it's not too bad. He's 50-1. He's 50-1. Cameron Tringali. So the reason that I like him is I don't think he stats out in the stat model anything lower than a 33 in any category. So he really doesn't have a weakness in the stat model. His bogey avoidance is really low, which I like here. What are you guys laughing at?
I
have
was
no idea.
literally, hold on, time out. George just sent a picture of what we look like on here. And I was about to say, it looks like I'm speaking to you on an alien spaceship.
look
dude.
like a
All I
ghost,
see is a
dude.
blue light.
I
you in the
kinda
dark?
like it. I kind of like it in a weird way. It's comforting. You guys are so
Comforting?
crisp, and he's in the dark, and he's
I
relaxed.
feel like I'm about to be abducted. Do you not have lights where you are?
Was that a fake laugh? All right. No, come on, Ron. Finish what you were saying.
Dude, I am
Golly.
chill right now. I couldn't be more comfortable. I'm
Yeah.
sipping Leinenkugel summer shandy from last summer. right now.
Oh,
Oh,
way to
Wow,
bring the summer
that's great.
back, bro.
Nicole.
Come on.
they're not a sponsor, so I'm glad you're
Yeah,
blurry.
It's gonna be the only
Such-
time that I plug
such a good
summer
beer.
shandy.
Such a good beer.
So Tringali, 50-1.
I love it.
Okay.
I think is that you, Rock?
So-
That's you.
Wait, we're not going to answer the question. You don't have lights over there?
Leave him alone.
Come on.
Come on,
Comfortable.
you're trying to
Bro.
ruin his.
Bro, you know I work midnights now, right? I'm a creature
Oh,
of
you're
the
gonna pull
night.
that card? You're going to pull that card?
I'm a creature of the night.
You're security at the bowling alley.
All right, I want to go. It's my turn, and I can't handle this too much longer. I'm
Love bowling.
gonna go with Jason Huge Cock Rack.
That was a twister.
Unknown middle name, huge.
Yeah, his
Unknown.
middle name is definitely huge.
He's
I
one of
like
my
it.
favorite golfers. He is one of my favorite players on tour.
That's interesting. Why? And how come we never
I
heard
don't
this before?
I just like he's like a modern day Ernie Els. He's a big dude. He looks like he swings effortlessly. He's got power, but he's got some finesse for a big guy. I don't know. I just like him. I like his game. I like guys who carry themselves very
Comfortably.
relaxed on
I
the
was
course.
just gonna say he looks so relaxed.
He does look
Yeah,
relaxed.
yeah.
He
The
looks
Ernie,
like
And he
the,
li-
the Ernie
he
Els
dresses
thing
nice.
is interesting because he does have he does have that big easy
a
feel,
slugger.
that smooth buttery swing. I agree, and he's working on his putting game, man. He's been getting better. He was my first thought this week. I'm gonna ride him out.
One thing that I always noticed with Els, and I see it with Kokrak too, is and I know they don't. It almost looks like they decelerate through their swing
Yeah.
because it looks so easy.
yeah.
Els always blew my mind with that. Like by the time he finished his swing, it looked like he was in slow motion. And Kokrak is kind of like that too, which is I think I just said his name two different ways.
Well, I don't know if it's
Okay.
Kokrak or Cockrak, but you gotta say cock if you can.
You
If you
gotta
have
say
an
cock rack.
opportunity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Slow motion cock rack.
But I do. I just enjoy like watching play.
And the big boy hits bombs, bro. He's 19th in the field.
Bombs.
19th in the field in driving distance.
Bombs.
Which
Yeah.
doesn't matter on this course.
Bombs
Okay,
were
my
back
turn.
there.
Here we go. All
True.
right, ladies and gents. He's 6'3", been playing real great lately. He's 195 pounds. He's 40 years old. He's from England, if you couldn't tell. My man's name is Justin Rose. I'm taking him for the win. I believe
Oh.
I'm seeing odds at 45-1 for Justin Rose playing back at his top level. He's got this in the bag. Go!
I
That
can't
was-
stand some things
That
about
was
Justin Rose.
impressively good. What, his upper lip? It's not there?
I don't like how he doesn't have an upper lip. I don't like how he's like he has like a advertisement for everything all over him.
Yeah, he's
And they're
he's
all,
way
like,
too
really
sponsored out.
wealthy.
Like Masters cards, Morgan Stanley, and
Rolex.
like, oh God, everything. He
He's what
advertises
we
for
like
everything.
to call a stuffed shirt.
Here's my concern with Rose, and it really, I really saw it at the Masters. He went crazy low day one.
Mhm.
First round leader,
Mm-hmm.
shot a 65 at Augusta, and then he backed it up with he was even par basically the rest of the week, and I just felt like he was deteriorating. I just don't know if he has enough in the gas tank, especially at a grueling course like this. Can he hang? That's the
I'll
only thing.
give you one stat. You guys were talking about how important par threes are. He's number one in the model in par threes. I
Mm,
like them
that's
apples.
interesting. That makes sense. So, but he's a great ball striker,
He is.
world class.
He is. There you
all
go.
that great.
There you have it.
Your accent really sold me on it, to be honest. I
Thanks,
never
bro.
knew you had that in you. That was
Thanks.
impressive.
I do.
Value time.
Oh baby.
Should we go over the record, the current record
Absolutely.
as it stands?
Well, we
I
should,
want a
because-
current record and I want how we did last time.
All right.
I think you should go from last to first.
Last time was the RBC Heritage George took Henley top 20. Charles took Reeve top 20. Fred took Furyk top 20. I took Burns top 20. Nobody hit except George hit Henley top 20. It was only plus 200, but a win's a win. You got 3 units on that in the way that this model works. So he won 4 units on the week because he lost the other two. Everybody,
dinner.
We all lost everything. Overall tally, George is up 14 units, which is huge for this sort of format. Charles is down 28.5. Fred's down 54.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like a queen sweep.
I think we should reset it. I think we should reset it. I think we reset it and we everybody
for
starts
2022.
We reset it and everybody starts with a bank of 20 units. You bet it how you want.
That's how we started.
No, I can't get picks out of you guys, let alone how much you want to put on each pick. No, we're not resetting shit. I did have an idea. Should we make it a competition?
It isn't a competition, isn't
Wait,
that?
now that I'm dead
saying
last,
like
let's make it a
doubles.
competition.
I'm saying a doubles. Like I take Freddie, or George should
fucking
take Freddie.
handicap
Really?
person?
No.
Why are you doing that?
You know what
Why
I
are you
mean?
doing this on a public
take
forum?
somebody?
What do you mean take the kid
George
who hasn't won?
George and Freddie's are probably very similar to mine and yours, Ron.
George, would you like to take
You know
me
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
park?
So it's like a team betting.
Team betting. But we don't
Why?
have to. It was
Why?
an idea, a simple idea.
I think
Terrible
it's a
idea.
bad idea. It's one of your
I think
worst.
it's a terrible idea.
I would think it's a bad idea too if I was stuck getting Freddie.
Yeah. I hate this idea.
If I smack ZJ this week, I'm taking everybody.
What does
I
that?
know
What does that
I'm
mean?
going to take everybody.
All right.
What?
All right, Ron, pick your value.
My value. Can you see me better, George? Do I look better on the camera?
Yeah, now you look like Blair Witch Project.
You're very tan. Very
Blair
tan.
Witch up
I'm
in there.
the dark, Freddie. For Christ's sake. My value is an anti. You're not gonna like this, Rock. Wherever you went,
I think
it
it's
is an anti-stat model pick.
Oh wow!
All right,
Going against the model.
So I'm
Go
really
fuck your model.
relying on the blended model taken into recent form and course history. I'm going out on a limb with this guy. It's not even phenomenal odds, but he stats out top 10 in recent form, top 10 in course history. Just in those two, that makes me think that he's got a very good chance of performing. I'm taking him top 20, which is plus 250. Charles Howell III. He has a 0 points cum for stat model. Doesn't stat up at all, but he's top 10 in recent form and he's top 10 in course history. I'm going to take a flyer on that. Plus 250, top 20.
I will say, I actually like that pick. If I had a big rock eye test pick of the week, it would be Charles Howell. He looked good, and he is a ATM when it comes to the top 20s, man. My man, and through his career, he's one of the highest money-making players in this field.
Keep going.
So,
Keep talking.
man.
Keep talking about him.
Crazy thing is I have 2 guys highlighted as my value picks, and he is one of them.
Oh.
I'm going to go a slightly different route. I'm not going to do an accent because I will absolutely not. I don't think he has
I
one.
don't know. I'm gonna say right now, when you go low voice like that, I feel really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
This guy, he's actually from New York, so I don't know if he's got an accent or not. My man is 6 foot. He's got a stare like he's going to kill somebody in this picture. He's 190 pounds. He's 30 years old, 10 years younger than my winner pick. This guy, top 20, pays plus 500. We're talking good odds. He really likes this course. He hasn't been playing that well lately, but he likes this course. Coming back home, baby. My man's name is John, Johnny, 4?
You bet him just so you could say, huh?
Pat Mayo calls him Johnny question mark, which is a good nickname.
It is a good
I like
nickname.
that.
What's his odds?
Plus
What is-
500. I'm going
Top
big.
20.
That's big for my. Usually I have lower odds.
Top 20 plus 500?
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Yes, sir.
Gee,
I will be betting that.
No respect. I'm about to bet it right now so I don't forget.
just so you don't know, I'm going to show the screen.
Oh, I can't bet it. They don't have it yet. Son of a bitch.
Johnny Hunt, top 20 plus 500. He had
Guys,
Man,
we're on the same. We're on the same
on the
page.
same page this week. There's a lot of duplicate names being used here.
Timeout. But everybody's been on the same page with me, which is not fucking good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
I've never been less certain about a bet I've ever made.
Yeah, I'm usually somebody that's like, oh man, he's so due. It's like, playing roulette. Like, oh my god, like Black's not gonna come out that many times in a row.
With Freddie.
Not with Freddie.
No, Black is not coming out.
No.
Black never comes out.
No. There's no such thing as Freddie is due.
Each event is
I think I might
statistically
change it.
insignificant.
I think I might change it.
Smart. Please do.
Yeah, go.
Please
Go.
change it. Please change it.
Go.
All right, I'm between a couple fellas. I'm between Oosthuizen.
I had him on my
Dude
short
never
list.
wins, but he plays well here. I get a little nervous because he played last week and he's got that bad back where he brings his mattress everywhere. I don't like that. But it's Florida. It's close to home. I don't know.
What do you think he's sleeping on? Like a Casper?
I don't know. He brings his mattress everywhere he goes.
Sealy Posturepedic?
But he went into the playoff and he hit his tee shot. The one place you can't hit it in the water. He drove it right in the water. Done. It's a playoff's over. His partner Charles Schwartzel was like, "Are you kidding me? Like what? Like give us a chance."
He was just like, my back.
He shanked it right in the water. Other than that, he played great all week. I'm doing it. I'm talking enough about him. I'm going East. Top 10 plus 300. Let's go.
Oh, top 10. I like it. I feel like I feel like this course fits him well.
Yeah. He looked good. He's looked good. Like, come on.
That's it, boys. It's going to be a good week. I think the course is going to look beautiful.
Freddie.
No respect, Freddie.
Good close. Good.
No
good close.
Yeah,
respect.
We got out all the pictures.
I'm trying to save him from the humiliation of another lost
That was a
bet.
strong close. All right. Oh man, I'm real messed up.
I'm short
You know
on
what?
time.
F it.
I'm
F it.
hammering
F it.
it.
I don't win anyway. Henrik Stenson plus 600,
God.
top 20. He's coming back from life.
Bro, his recent form is
No.
worse than ours.
Black. If you hit black 1,000 times, you're bound to hit red. Henrik.
What is it? Plus
hit black.
600? Top 20? That's kind of crazy for a
It's
guy.
Terrible odds.
He's the
Terrible
number,
odds.
for the number one guy in the field at this course. In the
It was
last
either
5
him
years?
or Henrik Norlander for plus 1,100. I went
Oh,
Stenson.
you had to go Henrik.
Yeah.
I had to go Henrik. He's got life. He's got life.
By the way, the fact that you changed, I'm going to smush Johnny question mark top 20 because you went off
You're
of
welcome.
it. It's
You're
definitely
welcome.
hitting now.
Personally, I will smush Johnny question mark.
All right, then I'll fade it. All right, what are we doing for the
No, I'm not
people?
doing
Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson. Are we doing winner over on Twitter?
Oh my God, that's a lot. And what's going on with the pick for the people? We hit it 1 week. We didn't even tell anybody.
We have.
like-
Oh wait, we have extra money in the pot.
yes, yes.
So we can. We slid it over. Nobody hit. Should we roll? What do you want to do?
I think we roll it over.
Let's roll. Let's roll it over
This
to.
week, make it a big boy.
Let's roll it over and just say we'll do a pick for the people with Zach Johnson that'll pay out as normal, and then we also do a double bonus banger. No matter what happens, we pay it
bonus banger.
Double bonus banger.
out. You guys don't even know what double bonus banger is,
No,
but
but you
it's
all have
good.
to say it. We all have to
It's
say it.
good.
Double bonus
Double bonus banger. I'm real fucked up. Double bonus banger
Stop
for
saying that.
anybody. Any double bonus banger that
Oh my
anybody
God. Oh
that
my God.
tweets or
Have a stroke.
retweets gets paid.
Freddie, you started
What?
to sound like you did in the intro last time where your voice was fucking glitching.
Ron, all I see is the whites of your eyes and teeth.
And his tongue is very light pink.
Blair Witch Project.
All right, what are we doing? That didn't make any sense to me.
I don't understand.
No.
I'm listening to the way he's saying things and not what he's saying. So say it again.
So wait, what's the pick?
So we're gonna do the Zach Johnson pick for the people.
Like
But
it.
what? Top 10? What?
I was gonna do top 20.
Okay.
Wait, what does
Zach
that
Johnson.
pay?
I think it's 4. Is it 400? Top 20?
Five-
ZJ?
Is it 4?
Might be less.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
down
400.
there. Really?
No, should we not do that? Should we do top 10?
Yeah.
Top 10. Top 10.
All right, top 10. We'll do top 10.
9 to
pick
1.
for
9
the-
to 1.
All right,
Boom.
top
That's
10
nice.
pick for the people. and then we'll pay that out. And then also anybody that retweets or comments, we will do a drawing on Sunday night, regardless of winner, to pay out the money from the other one.
Love it.
That's the double. That is the double banger bonus
Double
in
banger
detail.
bonus.
I don't know how I'm going to word that in like 60 words on tweet, but I'll try.
Blender. All right, boys. Valspar. It's going to be a good tournament. I feel really good about it. I think it's going to come down to the wire.
Dude, we got to keep it going, man. If we can go four straight winners, 4 straight weeks. Let's go.
Justin
Picking winners.
Let's do it,
Rose.
boys.
Follow
All right,
us
wonderful night.
on
Follow
at
the model.
the Twitter, Instagram.
BBG Picks at twitter.com, BBG Picks at Instagram.com, BBG Picks at the internet.com. We're everywhere.
On at the
World Wide Web.
double banger.
Have a good night, boys.
Kill it.
See you,
This is when
boys.
Ron always hangs up.
Oh, we got to stop. We have to stop.